Frozen shoulder is often very painful, or simply there's a huge restriction of joint range of motion. It's difficult to reach. Either way, it's pretty difficult to live with. Physiotherapy focuses on stretching the joint capsule, which is often severely restricted. It tightens up. Deep tissue massage may be applied to the rotator cuff tendons, because often these are quite painful in frozen shoulder. Often they're actually the cause of it. And acupuncture can be quite beneficial as well. Sometimes an injection is required before physiotherapy can be effective, simply because it's just too painful to work on, but that generally tends to become apparent within 2 to 3 treatments. So I'll now demonstrate some techniques which you can do at home in order to stimulate movement. Essentially, this is stimulating the joint capsule. It does help to reduce tension in the capsule, but it also helps to prevent further deterioration, and it is good movement stimulus for the joint. So you can use, what I've got here is, I think it's a painting pole, but you can use a broomstick or anything that takes that shape or form. And let's pretend that my right arm is affected by frozen shoulder. So essentially we're going to use the left arm to help the right arm to move. So the action that I'm going to encourage is forward flexion or elevation. So I'll grasp here. My other hand is on the lower part of the pole, and it's simply activating that motion. So you would repeat that, let's say 10 times. Changing direction now in order to encourage movement outwards and upwards. So your grasp remains the same, and the left arm encourages that motion. Just like that. So repeat the action within the range which is comfortable. You might not be able to move that high. And then lastly, rotation is the movement that we want to encourage here. So it's outward rotation. So you'll grasp the pole like this. The elbows will be by your side. So not out there, or out there, just like that. And that's the action. So I would recommend doing each of those movements 10 times and just cycling through from one movement to the next. If you did 3 sets of 10 at a time, that's great. If you could do it 3 times a day, it's good encouragement to the joint, and more is better.